Now let's look at bare roots. Now bare roots are a traditional way of gardening. It's whereby a plant was flowering or its full glory the previous year and it's dug up and you receive the roots of a plant which has already been fully grown and mature. So what do? Well, these roots, there's different types of roots. There's sort of like, you get these soft floppy roots and you get these big firm solid roots like you get in a rose. Now what to do is when they arrive, you take them out, they come in a plastic bag. What you've got to do is you must soak them. So take them and throw them in a bucket of water, okay? Leave them in the water for a good 20 minutes. This is because the bare roots, they're kept cold in about 2 degrees centigrade and they get dry. And what you do is you give them a good drink when they arrive and this stimulates them back into growth. So once you've soaked them for 20 minutes, I'll pretend they've been soaked for 20 minutes, you take them out. So let's look at this one first. This is a phlox root. Now, you don't want to touch the root. Roots are covered in very fine hairs, and the plant secretes an enzyme through these hairs, and it feeds through these hairs. So you don't want to touch the hairs of the root. So what to do with this type of root when it's soft like this, is put it on the palm of your hand to spread it, and then put it into the pot. So when it looks, you can see how it's spread. That gives it the biggest access to the food it can. So then after that, you pot it up, leaving the bit of the crown, that's the bit that's not rooted, sticking out. I don't know if you can see that. So I've left this bit out here because that was the stem, so this will now regrow. For the bigger roots, like this one here, this is a rose root. Now roses need depth, so you must choose a pot with a great deal of depth when you've got plants like roses. Put it in there, get in, I have to stand up and do this, get it right in there, and then I top up with compost. Firming. Roses need to be firm, a rose and tight, because if your rose moves, it's called rose rock and it stops it flowering. So firm it in really nicely. I put the compost up to the level where it was before when it was in the ground, and I know this rose will now regrow. So that's bare roots. It's a great way of growing plants. You get fantastic results with bare roots because we know they've been mature plants the previous year. You have no problem with them. Just remember to give them a good drink. Don't touch the hairs in the roots and you'll be fine.